Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson I'm gonna put down for you. This is hopefully explain why I do what I do and why it's for you. Let's go. Should be interesting. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is, to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows, not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm here. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. Let's talk about things I like to talk about, right thinkers. Let's talk about this is what God said to me. This is my words from my mind, from my understanding. My God said to me in these words, teach them how to get to me. So I'm not here to preach to you about God. I'm not here to tell you about how good God. I'm here to teach you how to do the things that you need to do for you so that you and God can become well acquainted with each other. Why? Because if you do what you need to do, he'll do his job too. That's why my job is to get you to do your job. I can't worry about his. Why? He got his covered. You got to do what you need to do for that to happen. Now, my point is the God of my understanding, not the God of my belief, not the God of know, the God of my understanding, personally, for me, gave me my kudos and my respect for how I was living. I didn't know. I just was doing. Didn't have a clue. So when it happened, man, I was freaking out. Okay, it's been a while now, but I remember like it was yesterday. I still get goosebumps. Why? Because that's when I realized something about myself. I know who I am. I know I am a God, a servant of God. Why? I'm going to do good things. I'm going to do right things. And I was doing that before for myself. And my luck changed. My life changed. So, you telling me what I'm doing ain't good? You crazy as hell. Simple as that. So, you talk to God. God talked to you. He gave you it. You can think anything you want. Don't care. I'm just explaining my point to you. If you were respectful, you would understand that. And that's how you learn, by listening. Not debating, subjecting. Well, how do you know this and the third? Don't waste my time with that. God of my understanding gave me my marching orders. Teach them how to get to me. You ain't saying preach to tell how much. No. Teach. So I'm a teacher, a sage. Why? I live what I teach. I don't just teach it. I practice it. I live it. That's the difference. And my understanding of God comes from my years of studying, more years of living what I studied and what I learned and put it to use so I know what I'm talking about. Why? I know myself. I know God is in me. I know I'm a spiritual being having human experience. I have knowledge and understanding of all those things through my years of study, and I ain't just making something up and hoping it works. I'm practicing a proven philosophy that worked for thousands of years. That's the first thing. And when I had my awakening, that's what it's called. 15 years ago. Well, I'm good at this now. I'm way past what I used to be 15 years. When I first got it, I'm freaking out. I'm geeked out. I'm all amped up. Now I done mellowed it out, figured it out. So now I can distribute so other people can appreciate what I'm doing for them. And once they do it, they appreciate it for themselves. And when I had my awakening 15 years ago now, but at the time of God giving me my mission, my marching order, so to speak, I was just living right, doing right, professing the things I was learning. And when it came to fruition, okay, let me just make sure. So I spent the next 5 years just living, just getting, when I had that out there, okay, now I can teach other people how to do this. I can teach them how to do this. So that's why I'm here doing what I do for you. 6 years rolling now. Yeah, I'm on a mission. What? To bring all those who can to God, all those I can who don't know God to know God for themselves. If you're ignorant of who you are, you don't know God. I'm going to get you to know yourself, so then you'll know God. So I'm bringing you to God. That's my philosophy. That's the way I conceive it. That's why I perceive it, and that's why I deal with it. I can explain it to you best I can. Hope you'll understand it. But my job, AK after every day, I'm on a mission for God, is to get you to what? To know him for yourself. It don't make a difference what I say and think and feel about God of my understanding. But if I can give you the blueprint of how to get his attention for yourself, you have the same God of your understanding. And it's the same God. You can call him whoever you want, whatever you want, but it's the same God. Why? Because he recognized deeds, actions. I give what I call life lessons when daily. Why? To show and tell you how to know God for yourself. All I'm doing is just reiterating on a day-to-day basis. I got information. I ain't never gonna run the information. Why? It's life. It's how I live. So it's right here. I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta make it up. It is what it is. That's the beauty part of what I do for you. When I was practicing 15 years ago, 20 years ago, just practicing learning what I was learning and just what? Living it. And I found God by living it, practicing it, living it, manifesting it, and it got me to where it said it would, to know thyself. That means to get God conscious, to become knowledgeable of your higher self, make the connection by hook or crook, in Malcolm's word, any means necessary, but just get it. Not knowing physically, but you got to know God, what? Mentally and spiritually, because God is spirit, man is human. Man has the mental capacity to learn, to comprehend God. That's what we have over all the animals. We can become conscious of who we are. Animals don't need to be conscious of who they are. Man do. Why? Man is God in the flesh. Once he knows that, then when the physical body runs out, he can spirit go back home. When you're human, understand this. When you're human, consciousness connects, meaning your mental capacity connects with your heart, your spirit, mind. You become one in thought. That means there's no confusion. There's no, he want this, the heart want that, the mind want that. No, they both become one. That's everything, what? Comes from the one. Be with the one. Become one with the one, so to speak. I just gave you all that meditation work, all the information. If that don't get you to where you need to be, ain't nothing more I can do. Simple as that. I'll never forget when I was in the medical field, one of my patients on the operating table, and he died. Good friend of mine, patient for years. I was standing right there, and it pissed me off because the doctor said no more can do. It wasn't even American doctors, first of all. Why? No more can do? What kind of English is that? But what he was saying is, but it just didn't come out right, and it just really upset me. Okay, it really pissed me off. I felt like he just said, well, no more I can do, just walked away. So when you are human, you're going to have a conscious of a human being. But when you make that connection with your higher self, you become a better human being. Just a human being, you're going to have emotions that you don't control. You're going to have anger, all these things that set in, and that's what the ego is. All agents, all human, and all ego and emotions that's not controlled, okay? Most people can't control themselves. That's called becoming what? Awakened. When you have yourself under control, self-mastery, know thyself. When you have every aspect of your personality under control, that's what that means. And it takes time, okay? Spiritual enlightenment, Christ consciousness, my favorite, nihas, or spiritual enlightenment. All that means that you made the connection with God for yourself. I'm not a preacher. Never try to be, could care less. Why? That ain't my thing. I'm not a preacher for God, of God, but I'm a teacher on how you can what? Get to know God. I can't read my own writing. The teacher. I'm a teacher to get you to know God. That's my thing. I teach a philosophy that you can practice. In practicing that philosophy, something's going to happen. Like the Kundalini serpent, it waits for you to what? Get obedient. It waits for you to get righteous, and then it starts to travel. That's how it's done in any aspect. But God, again, is universal. We all know that. Whether or not you believe it or not, it's nature. That's the outward part about God. Also, God is spirit. That's inside all his creation in man. I have God knowledge. I know God and I are one. That's being conscious. God conscious. I'm conscious of God being inside me. Not, I know God because when I pray, he answers my prayer. That don't mean a damn thing. That's ignorant. Okay, that's a believer in God. I know that if I put the work in, good, righteous stuff, I'm going to get good things back. Simple as that. I live that deceitful life. I know it comes with that. Nothing. Okay, pleasures in the moment, yes, satisfaction, but don't nothing come from behind that. So there's nothing lasting. God knowledge is what? Is you having spiritual knowledge that knowing God is a spirit that dwells within you. AKA, we call it self-knowledge. What's the best knowledge? Self-knowledge. Not biblical knowledge. Not scholarly knowledge. Self. Sorry. God is pure, untouched, okay? And that means all conscious. You can't touch what he knows. But he's also all-knowing. Meaning, if you're doing right, how would he know every person who's doing right? He can't look down from heaven and look down and see who right. No, he had to be part of his creation. Why? Because he's here. He knows all. It means personally for every individual, the God in you knows you. You just got to reverse the trend so y'all both know each other. Now you become one with who? God. It's a concept. Hope you understand it. But when God, all knowing means knowing thyself is what? Knowing that you and God exists in you. You and God are one. Become conscious of that. That's called God consciousness. And God, watch this, God don't have to be believed in. No. He needs to be worshiped and obeyed. That's what he recognized. Those who do that for him, he got something for you. And he's not a deal maker. The devil's the deal maker. I give you this if you do that. If you do that, I give you this. And devil's a liar. He never come through. God never lets you down. Of course, he don't make a bunch of promises. Simple as that. He is what he is. That's it. Understand that. I'm not here to negotiate. Okay? You don't negotiate with God. And God don't, see if I get that one. To know God is what? Living right, having integrity, self-respect, doing the things that's right, and what? Doing those things is what God bless you for. That's how you get your blessing. Bad people don't get blessings. Ignorant people don't get blessings. Why? If you're ignorant, you haven't earned this position of what? God's blessings. You haven't done nothing to deserve to be blessed. If you're ignorant and still doing right, that's fine. Why? Because you're still doing what's right. And that's what he recognized. Now, once you become conscious of how you earn your blessings, that's when you start what? Living right. That's what I do. That's all I do. Now, understand this. I had my conversation with God internally, okay, over 15 years ago now. Again, that's experience that you don't forget. Now, I know from the last 15 years who I've been rolling with. Over 15 years ago, Now, what? Since I made my connection with God, and for myself, within myself, it changed everything. Everything changed. That's the difference. When you stop doing the things that you used to do that was wrong and start doing the things that's right, that's change. You can't say you changed, you're still doing the stuff that you used to do that was wrong. Born again, meaning you're going to live a spiritually disciplined life. You're born in spirit, not physical. You can't be born twice, but born into a new lifestyle, a new conscience, a new way of thinking. All that's born again. That's awakening, whatever you want to call it, resurrection, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. But you can believe in God, but you really need to what? Know God. Takes some effort on your part to put the work in for that to happen. You have to be in position to receive the blessing. What that mean? You have to have done something to earn the blessing. That's the position you're going to be in to be blessed. Starting to make sense? Come on, now we teach our young that God blesses them. Man, oh man, oh man. We getting there. We getting there. I see it. But if you are a servant of God because of your religion, he don't give a damn about your religion. But he do see the service you give towards him. And if you're doing that, he'll bless you. So you're not blessed because you're Christian, Muslim, or Jew. You're blessed because the deed that you put in, the religion that you follow, that's your choice to do that. God don't give a damn about religion you practice. He's just going to bless you according to your actions. That makes sense? So you choose to be whatever you want. You wasn't born that. You chose that. You was born spiritual. You need to know that. That's the ignorance that most of us suffer through. It's where we know something, don't know nothing. Now, he blesses those by deeds. Okay. Your religion is not God's concern. I'm just going to bless the Christians. I'm just going to bless the Catholics. He don't do that. That's man's nonsense, ignorant ass concept about God. You making God human now. You done brought God down to your level. No, you got to rise up to his level. He don't come down. You got to go up. You never seen God down. No. When he left here, he said, no, only way I deal with you crazy people is when you come up to my domain where, and the work you got to do to get there, I already know you all right. Why? Because you got to pass by out. That's her job to make sure you do just that. So things is in place, all right? God knows what he's doing. Now, it's the action that you are blessed for, not the religion that you claim to be following. If the religion you follow will make you do good work, then that's what you're going to be blessed for, the good work, not the religion. Understand that, please. So now you can serve God in church, no, on your own terms. I didn't get to God by going to church. I go to church to fellowship with like-minded people who believe in God and worship God. That's why I hang out with them. But I didn't go there to find. I knew God before I got to church. I told my pastor, I ain't coming here to looking for God. I'm coming here to fellowshipping with those who believe and worship God. And I ain't left since I've been there. And on your terms, that means as long as you're serving him, righteous and earnest, he will continue to bless you. He don't cut it off. He don't stop. Some of us say, "Well, I gotta get back to God." Well, no, yeah, God don't leave you. You leave God mentally. You start doing other stuff contrary to God. That makes you the devil. If you ain't serving God, you're the devil. Did you know that? God's servants are those who live, practice his tenets, obey and worship and treat people right. The ones who don't do that, you're devil. Simple as that. It ain't cause your color. It ain't cause your skin color. No, I don't give a damn about your color. It's your actions that make you devilish. Like your good deeds make you good. Simple. Now, let me wrap this up. Okay, I'm good. Now, we talk. Who? Me and God. I talk to God every day. 10 years ago, if I said that, my brother looked at me like, oh, kids, man, you can't tell him that. It's the truth. If you tell me, if I'm a truth teller, I can't, no, I'm going to tell you what that is. Something that. But how you take it don't mean a damn thing to me. But I'm going to tell you the truth. That's what it is. My mom said at my Hall of Fame induction, you said that? Did I lie? You tell the truth. Family business was illegal. We did an illegal family business. That's the truth. Simple as that. Moving on. If you're going to be something, be it. When I was a drug dealer, I was proud to be a drug dealer. I knew it wasn't right. I'm proud. I'm a hustler. Yeah, all that. Yeah. I wrote it like a badge of honor. I wore it. Now I'm wearing that same badge of honor, serving God, and nothing changed for me except who I'm serving. Before I served myself, now I'm serving the higher self. Now I'm doing good things, and I'm getting hate. So to make a difference, everybody gets hated on. Now Like my man Sammy Davis said, ain't nobody on this earth that everybody likes. Moving on. I ain't trying to please nobody. Okay, I'm just trying to teach. And those who want to learn, I got you. Those who don't, could care less. Moving on. But now, again, I talk to him every day. Sometimes twice a day. It's a constant thing with me, with God. I don't know what y'all, but every time I go in meditation, every time I go into prayer, I'm having a conversation with God. Every time I'm on my downtime, I'm doing what I'm doing, me and God is conversing. Simple. So I haven't went a single day in 15 years without conversing with God. Can you say that? That's just what it is. I ain't bragging. No, but that's what it is. That's the truth. I'm just letting you know. Moving on. I can't profess nothing that's not true or right. Why? That would defeat my whole purpose. Moving on. I talk to God daily, and that for the last 15 years, it's an ongoing conversation. It's a way of life, and for me, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to do something, daily is what it becomes, a way of life. I live it. And God is, again, spirit. We all say we know that. That is in us. We all have life thanks to God. That's what he gave us. What we do with it is our gift to him. And what he wants back is what? His spirit. So lighten it, enlighten it, so it can go back. That's you passing the human test while here in the physical form. But, watch this. But every individual has what? To get to God on what? Their own terms. You have to wake up to who you are on your own terms. All I can do is try to point you in the right direction, lead you to the water, so to speak. But you got to put the work in. You got to do the drinking. You got to put the work in. Put forth the effort to what? Know thyself. By what? Practicing daily. What? Spiritual disciplines. A philosophy that you can manifest for yourself and get the truth. My knowledge of God does nothing for anyone else. Nobody else but me. So you, on the other hand, your knowledge would be yours for you. That's how the game is played. I'm just a teacher. I'm just an instructor. I'm just somebody who's giving the information that I live by, that I practice. I'm only telling you what I know. That's it. And again, I was self-taught. I put my own work in. I put my own time in. I decided what I wanted to do for myself, and I did that. It's been a 30-year journey. But now, this part is the best part. Why? I get to have fun now. I can put the work in. Now, this is the fun part. Again, and my knowledge does nothing for you. You have to get yours for yourself. My job is to get you to do just that by giving you instructions, information that you can use and practice. God is mental, a.k.a. understanding, as he is spiritual, meaning giving life to all humans. The spirit is always there. The mental part's up to us. Spirit is given. Consciousness had to be earned. You had to learn that. So we all born with a blank slate, and we had to fill it on our own. Move up for ourselves. Last one, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is just my philosophy about God and how I do what I do for you. Me knowing thyself, a.k.a. God, don't make me religious. Hell no. No. It just make me conscious of myself. What I want all my right things to be just that, conscious. And whatever religion you choose to follow, that's up to you. I don't do neither one of them. I just stay spiritual and do what I do for you. In closing, right thinkers, you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who are conscious and know God for themselves have passed away.